welcome to a brand new edition of Nka here on Afia TV. I must first off start by specially welcoming you to the month of July. Yes, of course, we are finally in this month that I've always looked forward to, the second half of the year and the seventh month in the year. What's up with you now? How are you doing? How has 2024 been for you? If you are given the mic right now, I thought to describe 2024, which word are you going to use for it? And talking about the new month, do you have any plans for new month? Or you belong to the group of the Aluta Continua, just trying to survive and see whatever it is that life throws at you, what you can make out of it. Anyways, if you do not have any plan for the month, this is me charging you up tonight to go get yourself plans for this month, because I've gotten this great conviction that this month is going to be a great one, and you do not want to miss out of it. Now, talking about what July has in store for us here in Afia TV and also in Nka, we've got a whole lot for you. So all I needed to do is just to chill, like relax, like a baby girl or a baby boy that you are, because we are going to be taking care of you. And by taking care of you, I mean we are going to be bringing you premium, extra premium content right here on the show. So how was the weekend? I hope you had yourself a fantabulous one. For me, it was an eventful one. It's there with Friday on Nka Lounge, having Rob Coin, come here to give us a non-stop fun for straight 1 hour. And then us moving to Saturday when we had Cool City Fashion Experience. And then on Sunday, yesterday, we wrapped it up. Now, that event was epic. It was magical. We also streamed it live for persons that couldn't make it to the venue of the event. And indeed, I experienced fashion. We had it like never before here in Coal City. If you missed it and you did not also watch it live on Afia TV, I'm so sorry for you. I am not going to be giving you a breakdown of what happened at that event, because you are not going to pay me. Now, back to what we've got for you tonight. Tonight is going to be an amazing one. It's going to be fun because I'm having myself a great person on the show tonight. My name is Rochelle, and of course, I'm going to be your host. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, it's going to be time to virtually join our guest tonight and get Nka started. Yes, of course, you are still watching Nka here on Afia TV. Now, Nka means art. And, here on Nka, art is fully and freely expressed. So talking about my guest tonight, I am going to be virtually joined by a multiple award-winning on-air personality, the king of the mic. He is also a celebrity event host and a digital creator. And lastly, I gave him this title. I know he's listening right now. The president of Beard Gang, Owerri chapter, not Nigeria, but Owerri chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me and make welcome Jude Chizara Okara, aka JC Talks. Hi, JC Talks.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good. You look amazing.
Thank you, by the way. I love it here.
Oh, we love you. We love you here as well. Having you tonight. I don't know if I'm overexcited. Maybe because, you're someone that I see out there on social media and trying to push out your work in a very unique and different way. So when I saw that you were the person coming on the show, I said, JC Talks. The JC Talks that I know. Honestly, I lack words to describe how I feel right now. Thank you very much for joining us on the show tonight.
You're welcome.
I was thinking that you wouldn't come with your beards. Are they natural?
No, it has always been with me for the past 4 or 5 years.
You touch it a bit. Let's be sure it's natural, because I don't know how you're able to have this all to yourself. Is that no greediness?
No, I give out sometimes. If you ask, you'll be giving. Matthew 7:7.
Okay. So how are you doing, JC Talks?
I'm great. It's been amazing. It's been, tasking. It's been challenging, but we are pushing. We are pushing.
Yeah, we'll have to push. So how is work, Owerri?
Okay, work is amazing, especially as it goes. Every day comes with its own challenges, or challenge as it is, and then different topics to talk about.
Yeah.
You know.
hmm So I said I was going to ask you, the old town that is Alowere is known for enjoyment. And there's this very popular belief that instead of it to be in the pot, it better be in the stomach. So with the present administration, are you people still balling over there?
Okay, so the truth is, the bowling in Owerri is not tied to the government, right?
Oh, I see.
The truth is, once the preferable is not available, the available becomes preferable. I mean, we had the case of tomatoes being the new gold, right? From
Yeah.
tomatoes, we now do cucumber.
Yeah.
Cucumber is now expensive. We are now doing watermelon, and I see garden egg. So we are all about enjoyment. If you come to Owerri, no matter what it is, there was this time the insecurity affected partying, it affected clubbing, but guess what?
What?
People started doing house clubbing, like they get to party, get a house and party, so that the worry must happen.
Oh.
So we party regardless.
Oh, that's good to hear. Aloe, I'm so
Mhm.
happy that you people are still representing, when it comes to enjoyment. So, no doubt, you talk on radio, you talk on different stages, different platforms as well. And from the name itself, JC Talks, it signifies that this person talks for a living. You've also earned yourself, prestigious recognitions because of your talking talent. I choose to call it a talent. So I want to ask you, do you ever, like ever in your life, get tired of talking?
Okay, so the truth is, I don't talk anyhow. I talk when it's needed. I talk when it will give me money.
Oh,
I talk
it's
when
not
it's the
giving you
truth.
money,
You
you're
know
still
how,
talking.
because we do this job, a lot of people feel that I guess he talks a lot. You see me in an event and you're like, hey, that just way share for radio that day. How far? And I'm like, oh my God, what was the gist? I'm trying to, get closer, warm up to you, but they feel that you have to be hyper at all times. So me, I don't talk always. I talk when it's needed. I talk when it will be paid for. I talk when the money will enter my account.
Oh,
Right? So that's it.
oh, intentional businessman. If it's not bringing money, your mouth is sealed. You ain't saying anything.
Hmm.
Okay, so you are currently a broadcaster with Toast FM, Owerri. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So how were you able to break into the mainstream media?
Okay. So first off, I want to put it out there. I didn't study mass communication, but I've always wanted to do media. I've always wanted to talk to people. I started talking on stage when I was 2 years.
When you were
I
2 years.
remember, yes, when I was 2 years, the first song I did on stage was Jesus Loves Me. Yes, I know. I don't know if you know
I know
that
the
song.
song,
I did the
and I'm
song
sure
at
you murdered
two.
it
So
then.
stage had always been my comfort zone. When I'm on stage, I'm a whole different person, right?
Okay.
So taking it to mainstream, when I finished university, I studied economics,
Mm.
and I went to serve at Kebbi State, NYC. Whilst I was doing those performances, anchoring Mr.
Hello, Jesse Talks.
Night at Kebbi.
Okay.
Shout out to that Kingari, Kebbi State. Then OBS, where you do radio in camp. So
Yeah.
they invited me. I was doing OBS. I do OBS in the night. I do the hookup show. Then someone invited me to come to a radio station as a guest, just like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
From being a guest, the owner of the station was listening in his car. He turned back
Was this
and
happening
he
in
came
Kebbi
back to the
State?
station and he was giving me signal. Yeah, after once you're done, come and see me. Once you're done, come and see me. And I was like, what did I do wrong? Have I said something that?
Yeah.
Then I went to his office and he was like, Kai, I like the way you responded. You sound so good. You're very, very pony. Kai, who are you? He was using the Hausa accent, and I explained myself. From there, he wanted me to host a radio show. I decided to go for trainings at Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria. big ups to MBA. I trained there, and before you know, I jumped on the radio, Rich FM, TV station. I started with TV, radio, then I'm here. So it has always been training, development, bettering yourself, and learn from the best hands. So that's how I got here.
Okay, so how long have you been in the media space?
Okay, media, 13 years professionally, then 7 years on the radio.
Wow, that's a whole
Yep.
20 years. Are you serious now? That's a big one. I have to say congratulations at this point because it's not even an
Thank you.
easy feat. Okay, still walking down the memory lane. You've given me a rundown of how you started. So, usually when you start something, they have one or two things that you have to grapple with, you have to deal with before you finally overcome it. Did you have such kind of challenge in that period, even the time when you started?
I experienced lots of challenges. Number one is, when you jump on something because people feel you're talented, right?
Yeah.
There are other persons that will feel that you didn't go for training. I can't spend 4 years in school studying a particular course only for you to come in and want to do what I do, right? So there's always this tussle, right? I
Yeah.
was taught this, I did this in school. I decided to go for training, right?
Okay.
Talent is never enough.
Enough.
My boss, if you need, would tell me it's okay to be talented, but you need training to hone your skills. So I went for training. So when I came back, whenever I'm talking, they listen because this person have been trained. He knows his onion. He knows what it is that he's doing. So one thing I experienced then was the power tussle. When you bring an idea, they are telling you that was not how we thought. And I'm telling them that radio media have evolved. You can't come up and expect to do the same thing 10 years ago. Let's do it this way. I understand these things. And when we do it that way, it makes sense. And they're like, now what for you? How you take note this thing? So I feel that in as much as people are talented, you need to go for training. So I have that as a challenge. Then number two, I experienced the challenge of maltreatment from people that are higher than you, your bosses.
But why is
Right?
it a common thing
So
in the media space?
yes, it is. People want to suppress people. You feel that you're a jagaban because
Yes,
you
like you
have been
have
on the microphone.
demigods. Yeah. Even
So
in this very recent
especially
time.
when you discover that this person that is rising, if you give him few months, he'll be better than you, in quotes.
Yes.
You just feel like you want to suppress the person. Why you two they do? You get it got to a point where my boss, as at the time in my former radio station, if they want to have a conference, a big event when the governor dignitaries will be there, she would want me to anchor it. Then my boss, as at the time, would want to do one or two so that to be like, I think this guy, the stage is too big for this guy to handle. So I experienced that, but I am one person that, number one, I'll face my fear. Number two, I am very articulate and bold. This industry is not for the soft-minded. You have to be very strong. According to Igbo will say kwechiri, you have to say no.
Yes. Poetry.
It got to a point where I had to say to my boss two things. It's either you are angry that I'm doing it right, or you don't want me to do it right. Because if you don't want me to do it right, it will affect the station. So what are we doing? So that's just it.
Okay. All right. I love the fact that at the end you've become a force to reckon with in the media industry, both
Great.
Southeast and beyond Southeast. So let me ask, what were the practical strategies or steps that you adopted to reach the heights that you've attained in the media industry?
Okay, I like that question, and I'm super excited it's coming on this platform.
Yes.
Number
I have
one,
young
I
youth in
said
the
number one
industry
is
listening.
identify your core strength, right?
Okay.
No, not everybody will speak English on the radio or on television, right?
Okay. There's
Some
something we're even going to
people's
talk about, but just finish
niche,
what you're saying.
some people's niche could be pidgin English, some people could be doing Igbo language, as it is. So identify your core strength. Now, when you identify it, go for training to hone that area so that you'll be the best in what it is that you're doing. Then number 3, get mentors, people you listen to.
Okay.
Right? Mentors, they are very important in this industry where the big ones want to suppress you. If you have a mentor, your mentor might be the organ of that person that wants to suppress you. Your mentor will call the person to order. So you need a mentor. Then number 4, push your products, push whatever it is that you are doing out there. I keep telling my colleagues, I tell them, nobody will know what it is that you're doing until you tell them. The world is filled with so many talents. So tell people, keep screaming what you do. I am a this, I am a that. If possible, put it on your forehead, because no one cares. Every day I'm waking up, what should I do? What content am I churning out today? Should I do this video? Am I going to do this picture? When I go to the studio to snap, they'll say, why you do the snap picture? But you need these pictures. You need this thing to package rightly what it is that you're selling.
Yeah.
So that's just what I would say are the strategies that visibly I've used, aside the fact that there's always God factor. I'm a pastor's child, and aside being a pastor's child, I always know that God have been in my case.
Well, that's great. You made mention of language and, speaking. So I want to ask you something about choice of language, because sometimes, we see, I don't want to use the word the new generation, so it won't look as if I'm trying to, water down anybody's efforts, but we just see some people coming into the space, and then they are trying to speak in a way that doesn't conform with their environment. It's kind of weird. Even out there, why are you trying to speak through your nose or something? Is this something that we also need to watch? Us here in the media space, and unique in our own way.
I didn't get that. If you're trying to speak a language that is not familiar in that area, come again, please.
No, I mean the English language. Using English to communicate. Like we see some on-air personalities, it's more like you're rolling your tongue or twisting your tongue, and it gets bad sometimes that even the listeners or the viewers don't get to understand the message you are trying to pass across. And we see some people coming into the space and they feel like, oh, I think this is the best approach, like this is the best pattern to adopt. Is that what it's supposed to be? You know why I'm asking you this? You were trained in which I think FCN, right? Yes, you said.
Yes, true.
So as someone that undergoes that kind of training, is that the right thing to do for someone in this space?
Okay, so one topic that we learned first was they talked about the properties of English language. The language is eclectic. The language is clear. It's not ambiguous. So you cannot come and say you're speaking English language and no one is understanding what it is that you're saying. There's no clarity in your expression, so you have not communicated. As much as it is that you want to use an accent, my boss will tell you, ensure that you can maintain the accent till the end. Number 2, ensure that the accent is clear enough for people to hear what you're saying. So if I'm using an accent and I want to say Saturday, and I'm saying Saturday, and someone is asking, what's Saturday?
What's Saturday?
You're saying Saturday, and you're saying another thing. So you have not communicated. My boss will tell you, say it as clear as possible. We always use this word, KISS, K-I-S-S. Keep it short and simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I saw the video you made. You said Davido wrote you and said you should come and MC his wedding. What happened? You didn't go again? The money was too small or what?
Okay. So you want to do this now?
No, I want to know what happened.
Okay.
You didn't make it, or
a lot happened.
There was no flights from Owerri to Lagos.
A lot happened. It's stressful dealing with celebrities. It's stressful, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So I look at it and I'm like, no, I don't think I can turn up. But reality, right? It was
Yeah.
just a stunt.
Okay.
It was a stunt.
I know it was just a
And
stunt.
people fell for it. You needed to see my mom. My mom
Okay.
called me.
Are
My
you
mom
serious?
said,
Okay.
my son, he got that Davido something. He got Gaia. You will go. I said laughing, you know. So it was a stunt actually, yeah.
Okay. I love the kind of content you dish out there because it's not just about radio. Outside radio, you also have a life. You have things going on for you. So how were you able to cover that niche? That style of content creation for yourself.
Okay, so the truth is I've been creating content for a very, very long time. Like I always love thinking out of the box. Let me do this, let me do that, let's push it out. So when people started calling themselves content creators, before then I've been creating content. So I won't come and tell you that this was how I started creating content or this was why I started creating content. It has just been something I do effortlessly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So in the entertainment space, you've tried out a good aspect of it, including events hosting, voice acting, content creation. Are there other things we should expect from JC Talks?
Okay. I'm now venturing into, because in my radio station, aside being a radio presenter, I am the head branding and imaging.
Yeah,
And
I'm aware of that.
we are the third radio station that have that unit. Like we don't have that in Nigeria. So there are just three radio stations that have that department, branding and imaging. So I am venturing into branding and imaging. I'm doing some courses, online courses on branding and imaging. So aside just doing radio, aside anchoring your event, aside some, you know, bringing up strategies for your social media and management, I am into branding and imaging. You come up with something, I'm like, okay, so this is how we can push it out. This is what it is we are going to do. This is the color, this is the meaning, this is the culture that we should imbibe to sell this product,
Oh.
right? So I am fully someone that wants to go into brand strategy so that I can be a brand strategist.
Oh, one would be wondering right now of what essence is that department in a radio outfit?
Okay, so radio is beyond audio. Before now, you know how radio presenters, they'll tell you that anyone that is ugly but have a good voice
Yeah.
should be talking on the radio. But if you are fine, light skin, fine bubble, you should be on television. I'm sure that so many people have heard that. And I'm also sure people have had this notion that radio presenters are ugly. I don't know if you have heard that
Yeah,
radio presenter,
yes, yes. I've
this
heard that
guy's
song,
voice
yes.
so nice, but when I saw him, the
I was
guy, whoa,
disappointed.
whoa,
Yes,
you know.
he's short.
But
Yeah.
the radio these days, we are moving out of just being an audio kind of platform. We are now doing audiovisual. So I tell people when I get to the office, always I say to them that we are no longer selling your program. We are selling the personalities on the radio. So if we understand that, it means the personalities, they need to call themselves a brand. If you understand that you are a brand, you must package that brand. How you dress, where they find you, what you say, how you put out what you say on social media, all of those things make up the brand, right? So it's so important that coming to a radio station, there are ways to dress in a radio station as long as branding and imaging is concerned. What should we put out on the radio, on our page? How active should our radio station page be? Like social media is under branding and imaging. So if you're a radio station or a media platform, you don't have branding and imaging at this time, you discover that people will collect your job and go and give it to influencers to do because you don't have personalities on your page. You understand? So when they give out those jobs to influencers, it's because you only rely on jingle placement. But when you have good personalities that does videos on your pages, they'll bring it, you sell their brand on social media. So branding and imaging is key. is the new unit in every media sphere or organization.
Wow, that's a great one, and I totally agree with you because it's something that we need, especially in this era that social media has taken over everything. So you need to
I
be
agree.
actively present on social media for you to also push out what you do out there and let people know about you and your brand. Okay, one more question I'm going to ask you, before we move over to the other areas of Inca, because it's not just talk, 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 talk. We have games to play here on the show. Sometimes whenever they hear about media space in Southeast, they be like, do they have like is that space active? Like you get I don't know if you've ever heard someone ask that kind of question before. Like people that haven't been in this region before, they just have this mindset that oh, I think these people they're not really, doing much. What do you have to say about the media space in Southeast region? At least you've been around here for a while.
Come again, media space and what?
Yeah, media space in the Southeast region, the Southeast. Can you hear me?
Yes, media space in the
Yes, in the
south is
Southeast region. Yes.
compared to what is
I
it,
don't want to.
Lagos
I
or
don't want to compare
Abuja
to
or in
Lagos.
general?
I don't want to compare to. Let's not do that comparison. Can you hear me? Just
Yeah, all
okay.
right,
I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Yes.
Okay, so what I will say is, you know, I was based in Lagos for over 20 years. I was in Lagos. I was born in Orile Igomu. I grew up in Lagos, Mungbo Yoruba. I speak Yoruba very well.
Mm.
And when I came down to the southeast, honestly, there's this notion that we in Lagos we always have. We think that people staying in Enugu, Imo State, Abia, maybe when we come, they don't understand English. Or maybe when they speak the English, they'll be adding Igbo accent, which of course is not bad at all, right?
Okay.
So, coming down to the east, I noticed that so many of them have bought that notion. So many people based in the East have bought that notion, and they own the notion that whenever they see people from Lagos, Abuja, they just feel that they should listen to Lagos media personalities first before they listen to people here. But I don't think that's the case, right? I feel that do what you need to do, be the best version of yourself, be confident in it, and trust me, you will shine, right? So when I go for interviews, I've gone to host events with Lagos presenters, Lagos hosts, and the rest of them. I don't get to see any difference. I'm like, now be this thing
What
you get. So I'm
exactly?
like, why you
Yeah.
they scream? You two they shout, calm down. So the truth is, I've not seen any difference. It's just a personality defect. People need to work on themselves, work on your confidence. Be sure, say, get what won't happen. The first time I was on the red carpet with Derele Edu, Derele say, guy, your vibe mad. I'm like, Baba, get us to one B. You go do am. So that's just it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that encouraging words because I'm sure you just inspired some broadcasters here in Southeast region.
Yeah.
It's been amazing, having this conversation with you on the show today. When I heard you were coming, I knew it was going to be like this, and I've had nothing short of my expectations. We are going to go on a short break, JC Talks. When we come back, we're going to move into playing games. I hope you love playing games as well. Nka is going to be right back. Make sure you do not go anywhere. Yes, of course, you are still watching Inca here on Afia TV, showing on the STV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17. It's the very first edition for the month of July. And today we are kicking it off for this month with virtually having ourselves a multiple award winning on-air personality, King of the Mic, event host, and a digital creator, Jude Chizaram Opara. He is also the creative director for JC Talks. Hi, JC Talks. Are you there?
I'm there, I'm here.
Okay, welcome back. Glad to know that you're still there. All right,
Thank you.
it's not for us to play games. And we are going to be starting with the rating game. Now, I know you're not physically here with me, but I just have to tell you this. This game, it's not optional, it's actually compulsory. Yeah. So please, 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 and please. You know how you put your guests on hot seats and ask them questions, bombard them with questions, tell them what to do, and they dance to the tune of the music. That is the same energy I am expecting from you right now. So make sure you do not try to be political, in this game that we are about to play. Are we good?
We're good.
We're good, right? Okay. So we're going to be starting off with the rating game. So I have some names here. They are radio personalities. You're going to rate them for us from best to worst. Now, you are going to specifically tell me who your best is and who your worst is. Is that clear?
Am I safe?
I had to give the introduction first because I knew it was going to land here. Yes, you are super safe. You're not even with me in the studio here, so you are very much safe. It's a game,
All right.
do not take personal. So, JC Talks rates these radio personalities for us from best to worst. Number 1, I have Debbie Banjo, then Louis the Creator, Ify the Master, Nneka Oji Cranberry, from best to worst. Do I need to go through the names again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You want to set me up? These are my radio presenters. One is my station manager, and I will come back and I'll see Memo right in front of me.
It's a game.
But then it's fine. It's fine. Should I do number 1 to 5 or best, better, and worst?
You start with no. The rules are very simple. We only have one best and one worst. So you give me your best, then you keep running it down till we get to the last one, which automatically becomes your worst, and you have to add the tag to each and every.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead, call the names.
Okay, so Debbie Banjo, Louis the Creator, Ify the Master, Nneka Oji Cranberry.
Nneka Oji.
Okay, for what?
She's best.
Okay.
Then who is the first? So you call the first person?
Yeah, Debbie Banjo.
Yeah, I don't know that person. That person has to be the worst. I don't know that person.
Oh God, in this life, just pray that people know you. Okay, so we have our best and our worst, right? For your mind,
Yeah.
you scale through. Okay, that's good. So we have this other game to play. It's called This or That. Now, your responses have to come in as fast as possible. And even you were in the studio, usually we have this very, 3 of 5 for people that fail this game. But you're not here and I'm not happy about it. Nevertheless, we are still going to play the game. So your response will be coming in as fast as possible. It's very quick.
Yeah,
All right. So if you're ready, let's go with this.
I'm ready.
Best place to live in the East, Enugu Owerri.
Come again. Noodle.
Can you hear me? You wasted
Yes,
time.
please.
You wasted time. So best place to live in the East, Enugu Owerri.
The network is crazy.
right?
So you're mumbling the words.
I'm not mumbling it. I said Enugu or Owerri.
Enugu,
Okay, Egusi or Nubo.
Egusi,
Abacha or pizza.
Abacha,
Suit or traditional.
suit.
Clubbing or sleeping.
Come again.
Clubbing or sleeping.
Sleeping.
Call or text.
Call.
Mid 30 women or mid 40 women.
Meet a certain woman, right?
Yeah, or mid 30 women or mid 40 women. Choose one.
Meet a certain woman.
Okay. So light skinned women or dark skinned women.
Light-skinned women.
Why? Okay. Loyalty or respect? Did you hear me? Loyalty or respect? JC Talks.
Respect.
Respect. Okay. All right. Okay, wait. Let me ask you this one. Fufu or amala?
Amala.
Hey, I
Ah,
thought as much. Amala with soup.
Amala with begiri ati ewedu. Shombo. You put
You are in the
animals inside.
spirits. You are in the spirits. I love you. I love you for this. Okay. Fried rice or jollof rice?
Oh, jollof rice every day.
Which of the jollof?
Mhm.
Nigerian jollof or Ghana jollof?
Ha! I've eaten only Nigerian jollof, and I think it's okay for me.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've come to the end of this particular game. Now, the last one that we have to play before we call it a wrap on the show tonight is called the impression game.
Okay.
Yep. I know you're going to give us a show this time. So, who's your favorite performer in the entertainment industry?
Which of who?
Who is your favorite performer in the entertainment industry?
Performer, music, movie,
Yeah,
dance.
anyone. Yeah, anyone.
Anyone. Bisola.
Bisola.
Yep.
Great, good. Now, you know what you're going to do for us on the impression game? You are going to mimic Bisola, act like
Uh-uh.
her. Yes. You didn't hear the name of the game, impression. Okay, so act like Bisola for us for not at least, 30 seconds.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Action.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Bisola here again. You know, today we are talking about a product. Now, the work, what would they do? So this product is a very nice product. Anytime that you are willing to buy it, just enter my DM La Famille and you buy it and you're gonna enjoy your stay. This product is so nice, it's effective. Now, I love the fact that she switches accents, so that's what I'm trying to do. Like, she switches
Yes,
to
that's
various
Bisola for
accents.
you.
That's Bisola for you.
Yes, that's Bisola for you.
I would have chosen Funke Akindele.
Come on
Ha!
now. Do something for us, please. At least we have a minute to spare for that.
Okay, for Funke Akindele.
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay, I love it. Haidaku, everybody want to marry you. I hear say Hokopi Peterson want to marry again. Everybody won't marry. Haidaku, marriage there everywhere. Singles don't over. Haidaku, if now maybe you, I go look for husband marry, because they want to depress on me. But I no go enter the president.
Oh wow. Wow. A round of applause for you, Jesse Thomas. You are so good with
Thank
the
you.
scene. Like, how were you able, to mimic two different characters without blinking an eye? That's a great
Okay,
one.
so I've always loved Funke Akindele for her tenacity, her strong-willed spirit, and the fact that she works so hard, right?
Yes.
So I watched Funke Akindele's Jennifer's Diary back to back, and I could
Yeah.
actually mimic every of their character. I've won money on a live TV show from Helen Paul for just mimicking all of these characters, right? So
Wow.
it's something I do. I could actually sound like you, how you started your show, just by listening to you. Yeah.
Let's not go there. Okay, we've come to the end of the show, JC Talks. I must say that it has been a great one. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation to be part of our guest here on Inca. Hi, JC Talks. Are you still there? Okay. I don't know what's happening. Is it that the network did not want you to say goodbye? Okay. Let's see if in a few seconds you're going to join us again. It's been a great time right here on the show. And I must thank you, dear viewer, for joining us for the first edition of Inca for the month of July. I said before that in this month, we have a whole lot for you. So go mark your calendars. Day one, done and dusted. How many more days left? Just be rest assured that we are going to be bringing you premium content, and it gets better every day. Once again, a big thank you to to JC Talks, the on-air personality all the way from Imo State, king of the mic, and also the Beard Gang president. It was great having you here on the show. And this we're going to be calling it a wrap. Tomorrow is going to be another day for us to feast here on Nka, make sure you keep a date with us and do not forget that the time is 8 p.m. Good night.